Hello everybody, and welcome back to this second episode on the Symmetria Patreon server. Um, First of all, welcome back to the series. I hope you enjoyed last video. If you didn't watch it, go take a look at it. Even though it's derpy, just go take a look at it. And so welcome. Last time I introduced you to the main base we're building on the Symmetria server on this series, and I showed you what the main project is going to be. It's going to be this big PvP field that I have in mind. Last time, as I told you, we're not going to be the digging because we've hired people to do that, and we're instead gonna focus on side projects that are related to the PvP field. So we're gonna work on something that's going to be on the PvP field after the digging is done. So today we're going to take a look at the redstone for the PvP field. Now, last time, as I told you, it's going to be based on the game Overwatch. If you don't know what that is, go check it out. Go type Overwatch on YouTube. It's a nice PvP shooting game that I like, that I play sometimes. I'm not very good at it. I'm getting better, but I do like PvP because I don't usually like PvP, but this Overwatch game is it's fun. It's fun because it's quick. You got a ton of movement, and I think it's fun. How the game works: you have to conquer a base. You have to stand in the Overwatch game. You have to stay in a certain area for a certain amount of time without your enemies there, in order to conquer that base. So we're going to try and reproduce that in Minecraft, and the way we're gonna do that is by using pressure plates. So the way we're gonna do that is by using pressure plates. We're gonna have so players are gonna need to stand on pressure plates in order to conquer the base. Now I've created a single player world where I've come up with something. I am not very expert on redstone. I can do a couple of things, but I can't do big builds, and I don't know all of the tricks. One thing I'd like to do though in this series is go through redstone step by step without looking at tutorials on YouTube before recording the video. So what I'd like to do is to involve people who are not experts, who are like me, who know something, but maybe they do not know everything. And I'd also like to involve people who are pretty much new to redstone, so I'll try and go pretty slowly. Because I'm not looking at any tutorials before building, here is where I need the experts in the audience to give me some feedback, please. I know some of you are going to be bored by my redstone building because this might be basic stuff. But if you keep up with me, maybe we're going to build something cool together. And I'd really much appreciate you guys to leave some comments and feedbacks and suggestions on redstone buildings. Any suggestions are really welcome. Let's go ahead and hop on the single player world I've created. So we go single player, new world, and play selected world. Alright, we're here. And this is the monster I've come up with. Now I gotta say I'm pretty satisfied because I have never gone so far with redstone. But I'm sure there's some mistakes and some things that could easily be shorter and more compact. Since I've already built this, and my main goal is not to showcase builds but to build them together with you, I'm just going to take a look and then I'm going to do something. So let me quickly show you how this thing works. Um, Here are the pressure plates. So what I want for this game is to have two people stand on at the same time on two different pressure plates. So we're gonna have one person here and one here. And if they both stand on the pressure plate at the same time, they start to conquer the base. If only one person stands on the pressure plate, they're not going to conquer the base. If two of them are standing, they start conquering, but it takes some time. So it's not going to be like two people stand over here and the base is conquered. It's going to take some time. Game starts here. You have a countdown for the base. Yeah, wait a second. We have game is ready. This lamp is on. Defender's victory. Okay. And we have attacker's victory. So we start the game over here. There's a countdown. So if the attackers do not do anything, the defenders, let's hope everything works. Yes, the defenders win. All right. Okay, let's reset. This is the reset button. Takes a little time. The game should be ready in a little. Okay, game is ready. We start the countdown. If the attackers do conquer the base, then we have attacker's victory. All right. And after the countdown is over, yeah, the defenders do not get the victory. All right. All right. And then we just have to reset the game. And hopefully game is going to be ready. All right. So what I do now, guys, is we do something a little crazy, which I might regret later on during the episode, during the recording. But I have to stick to the plan, to what I want, which is involve people. Let's do this. We hop off. We go single player. We take the world and we delete it. A long time, I know, that's a long time. Yes, it's been deleted. Oh God. Okay. Okay. You know why I did that? Because I want to do it from scratch with you guys. So let's start it over. Let's go to create new world. The game mode I choose is creative, so we can have all of the resources we need. More world options is what I need. I go to world type, I go super flat, I go customize, and I go to presets. And what I like to take is redstone ready, where you have 3 layers of bedrock, 3 layers of stone, and 52 layers of sandstone. That way, if you want to go redstone underground, you can go without going into the void. So let's hit use preset. We're done, and let's create the new world. All right, we're here now. So starting from scratch, we want to make it so that when two people are standing on the pressure plates, we activate a signal. If one person stands on one, it doesn't activate it. If one person stands on the other, nothing is going to activate. Our frames per second are going up and down right now. Okay, we should be good now with frames per second. So we were saying we need two people to stand on on both pressure plates in order to activate a signal. And how do we do that? It's I think it's called an AND latch, but do let me know if I'm wrong. Let's grab pressure plates and do it. I think it's easier to demonstrate by doing it. So we need a redstone lamp, pressure plates. I'm taking wooden because I'll show you. I'll show you why. Redstone torch. Yeah, we do need redstone wire. We're gonna need this at some point. Hoppers, this stuff. Alright. We also need some building blocks, and we're gonna use the stone bricks. Okay. So I'm using wooden pressure plates because if you use stone pressure plates, you can't simulate the two players if you're alone. If you throw an entity on the wooden pressure plates, it does activate. If you throw it on a stone pressure plate, it doesn't. And I didn't know that until I tried it like 2 days ago. Yeah, but yeah, that's an interesting fact. So we're using the stone ones, while we might gonna use the no, I'm sorry, we're using the wooden ones here because we have to simulate two players, but we might use these ones once we're on the server. Okay, so we have two wooden pressure plates that need to be activated at the same time in order to activate a signal. So what these pressure plates do, if you stand on them, they activate a signal. They give us a redstone signal, a full redstone signal. We need to do this so that if two people are standing, another signal activates. And the way we do that is with redstone torches. So how do redstone torches work? Redstone torches give a signal, a full redstone signal, and they are attached to blocks. If the block they are attached to is powered by redstone, they turn off. Look at this happen. Look at this one, redstone. Look at this one, and look what happens when I stand. When when something activates the pressure plate. See, the lamp turns off, and we can use that to our advantage. How do we do that? Is by having redstone here. Okay, activated by both this torch and this torch, and we invert the signal. What does that mean? Inverting the signal. If this one is off, this one is on, so it's inverted, and we invert it 2 times. So we have, this is the signal we need to activate when two people are conquering the base. So at the moment it's not activated because there's nobody on the pressure plates. If one person stands on it, it's not going to activate. If a person stands on the other pressure plate, it does not activate. But if we have two people, one here and one here, see, the signal goes on. Why does that happen? Because if only one person is over there, this torch turns off, but this one is still on. And because this one is still on, we have a redstone signal that goes to this block, which turns off this torch. Okay? So we need to have two people standing here. I mean one here and one over there. So this one turns off, this one turns off, this redstone turns off. Block is not powered, and this redstone can go on again. And we have the signal we want. I think this is pretty basic, but it's cool already to work with redstone. So just for the sake of building, I will this stuff larger, wider, because I think this is going to be easier. So we have the signal coming down here. It's a full signal. We're gonna put a redstone lamp, say, over here. Okay, let's keep things as wide as we can. Let's see whether it works. No, not working. Why not? Oh, because we have not inverted the signal. Okay. See? You have to invert the signal. So activate. But activates. Now activates. Okay. So, two people are now conquering the base, alright? But we don't want that to be immediate. We want people to have to stand on the pressure plates for some time. And how do we do it so that we need people to stand on the pressure plates for a long time? We use hoppers. How do hoppers work? If you have a hopper pointing into another hopper, you put items in there, and they slowly go down. They go twice at the time. Okay, so we have two items filtering down. Another thing you can do is put a hopper. If you right click on a hopper, you have the second one is pointing into this one. Then you break that one. You left click on the other one again, and they're pointing into each other. Now, what happens if I put, let's say, yeah, just 32 items, just casual number. Okay, so what's happening is this hopper is giving an item to this one, but at the same time, this one, as soon as it receives an item, it pushes back into this one. So this one is staying with the same number of items pretty much. Okay, it's coming and going. Another thing to mention is if you power a hopper, it no longer gives. Okay, so it no longer gives item. It does not deliver items. Okay, so it only takes items. All right. So this one is not giving any items. This one is giving all of the items. Okay. But this one is not giving, it's just receiving because it's powered. This is the way we're going to use that. We're going to have two hoppers here. Okay, let's make it wide. Let's make it wide. Yes. Let's make it, I don't know, yeah, right about here. We do this thing. Okay. We're going to put, say, 10 items. 10 items here. Okay. Let's actually put more items just for them demonstrating. So let's run the signal here. No, I'm sorry. On the other one. I don't think this is going to be enough. So how redstone works, if you have a full signal, it travels for 15 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, it should go. Should be good. So let's break this stuff. Okay. This is being powered, so it's just receiving. We're gonna do the contrary and take these items from here and put them here. So if we do not have a signal, let's say we have 32 items. Now this one is powered, it's only receiving. So this one is slowly emptying. If the signal goes off, it sticks to those items, to 7/8 items. So in this case, the people are conquering the base, and this one is slowly draining. We want a signal to be put out of this hopper only when it's empty. So when they have stood over there for the whole amount of time it's needed to empty this hopper, they will have one. And how do we do that? With a comparator. A comparator knows when inside of a hopper or a chest there's items. So as long as we have an item in here, this comparator is going to give out a signal. We need to put a block. Okay. As long as there's items in here, this torch is going to be turned off, because as long as there's an item, this comparator detects it, gives out a redstone signal to this block, which is powered, and turns this torch off. So we do not have a signal. Once there's no items in here, this one turns off, the block is not powered anymore, and this torch turns on, which means people, the attackers, have conquered the base. So this is going to be the signal for when we have conquered the base. Let's just reset the game. Okay. We're gonna put like let's say 10 items. Okay. 10 items in here. Okay, this one is very slow, but we're gonna have to make it much longer on the server for the game. So we're now conquering the base. Okay, takes some time. Okay. Pretty sure I've done something wrong here. So what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? So we're now conquering, right? So, oh yeah, okay, we need a signal over here. Okay, so let's try and we're now conquering, not immediate, takes some time, but then we have conquered the base. So that's victory, alright? That is victory. So guys, since I think we've done enough redstone for one day, I'd wanted to leave you with a time lapse of me building a part of the Nether hub. As you can see, the Nether hub is glorious. It's so big and full of details. It's a great job by Soul Supreme Being, of the players here. And I wanted to help out, so I'll leave you guys with me trying to build this pillar. We have the building in the creative server, and we just take a look at that and copy it over here. Thanks for being with me. We'll continue on the redstone on the next episodes. Yeah, see you next time. Bye bye. what you looking at? Huh?